how will Hunter x Hunter end? A question that generations of anime and manga viewers have wondered. And yet, as the days go by, it's become apparent that we might never know the answer. Despite first being published back in 1998, Hunter x Hunter retains a fanbase comparable in size to even the most popular of modern shonens. This is largely because the series is very well written, with a varied plot and nuanced characters. But it's also due to the fact that Hunter x Hunter has a depressingly sporadic release schedule, with its mangaka, Yoshihiro Togashi, often taking extended periods of hiatus and leaving us viewers wondering if the next time he goes out for a pack of cigarettes, it's going to be for 3 years again. Jokes aside, the possibility of Togashi not finishing Hunter x Hunter is a very real one. At 58 years old, he averages a release pace of around 10 chapters a year, not including the 3-year hiatus he took, and with at least 2 major arcs to go, both of which are expected to be well over 100 chapters. Yeah, it ain't looking good, Chief. But how is it that Hunter x Hunter has found itself in this position, and what hope is there that things might change? To get into it, we need to talk about a problem that afflicts not just Yoshihiro Togashi, but Japan as a whole. The burnout problem. If you've ever taken an interest in Japanese culture beyond anime and manga, you're probably familiar with the concept of koroshi, or death by overwork. But here's a brief rundown just in case. Japan has always been industrious. It's why the nation bounced back so quickly from the ashes of World War II, and why it continues to be one of the world's largest economies. But the culture of hard work has also taken its toll on the Japanese people, with excessive unpaid overtime and weekend hours being the norm at most companies. The consequence of this toxic work culture is that Japanese workers often compromise their health in order to meet the requirements of their employers, with extreme cases resulting in the death of the worker. While mangakas don't follow the work routines of more traditional jobs, the manga industry nonetheless exacts an exhausting toll. Japan's most popular manga magazine, Shonen Jump, releases on a weekly schedule, and mangakas publishing within Shonen Jump are expected to keep up or risk having their series dropped. This results in work schedules like the one followed by Masashi Kishimoto, Naruto's mangaka. I mean, I can see where he got the inspiration for Pain. Obviously, this kind of routine is extremely taxing, with the authors behind the most popular mangas all suffering from some sort of work-induced ailments. Kishimoto mentioned that he would develop fevers on a weekly basis and vomit up his meals due to the pressure of meeting deadlines. The author of One Piece had to undergo eye surgery to deal with vision problems he developed over the course of the manga. There are sadder cases, but the point is that success as a mangaka usually comes at the cost of one's health. In the case of Hunter x Hunter, Togashi's back pain has gotten so bad that he's on hiatus for the better part of most years. The man is also notoriously particular with his work, so although he's hired assistants, he only trusts himself to do the most meticulous tasks, such as inking the characters. However, it is feasible that Togashi can overcome his health-related ailments. His back is rumored to be improving, and he's developed a system to drawing that minimizes the strain. But the burnout problem isn't only physical in nature, there's also a significant mental component, and in this, Togashi faces a challenge unique to Hunter x Hunter. What do you do when there is no endgame?
今は？え？今は何を追ってるの？
今か。少し説明がいるな。
Unlike most of its shonen counterparts, Hunter x Hunter's plot isn't linear. There's no One Piece to find, no Hokage to become, or final bad guy to whoop. The most compelling aspect of Hunter x Hunter is that there is no central plotline. Each of the characters have their own distinct motivations and agendas, all as intriguing as the next. It's what makes Hunter x Hunter so much more lifelike than its counterparts, but also, I suspect, what makes the story of Hunter x Hunter so hard to write. Without a clear endgame, it is difficult to bring about a sense of finality to the series. The only individual with any sort of end goal is Kurapika, who is intent on retrieving the eyes of his fallen clansmen and exacting revenge on the Phantom Troop. But even if he achieves this, that would hardly close out all the other plotlines still underway. Gon, the closest thing we have to a protagonist, is content to follow his dad around and see where the journey takes him. Killua is content to follow Gon around, and Leorio is traveling to Africa for college credits. Then of course there are the numerous side characters, all of whom have their own separate storylines. I'm not saying he can't do it, but Togashi has a monolithic task ahead of him in pulling these characters and storylines together, so it isn't surprising that the series is progressing at the pace that it is. All we as viewers can really do is sit back and enjoy the ride, however long it lasts. How will Hunter x Hunter end? The way things are, we might never know. Though, perhaps this wouldn't be such a bad thing. Hunter x Hunter has never been about the destination. Rather, it embodies the spirit of adventure, and the childlike whimsy to take whatever comes in your stride. Perhaps we should do the same.